And we are coming to you once again live from J. Sarah Catholic High School Stadium for some NISA soccer action between Capo FC and LA Force. Thank you so much for joining us on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I am your host, Jose Duran, alongside my friend Hector. How are we doing today?
Good to see you, Jose. A nice little brisk evening. We're getting a little bit later start, 8:30 p.m., but
Yeah.
perfect timing, you know. You can see the beautiful view here. And the players are already warming up. We saw them a few minutes ago. Getting amped for the big game, even though it's early in the season. LA Force coming off a big win, 1-0 against Irvine Seta FC with a golazo from Joe Quist in the second minute that they were able to keep that score line for the rest of the game, impressively. And right now they're pulled themselves to 7 points in the standings. I'm sure we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, absolutely, it's a big game early on, and both teams. And obviously, as we know, LA Force lost their previous match to Capo FC, 2 goals from Brandon Zambrano, and I'm sure it's the back of their minds today.
Yeah, two goals from Zambrano as we look at the upcoming matches. Want to go ahead and touch on these here?
Yeah, Savannah Clovers against Georgia FC. I mean, two teams that are like, doing a good job so far in terms of the tempo that they've imposed on some of the matches. Haven't gone too well. I know the game against Savannah, they're still in the back of their heads against Michigan where they're up 2-0, and they gave up the lead to them. But still a good showing for them considering all things. And Capo FC against Irvine Seta coming up. Big game on May 17th over at Irvine. I'm sorry, it's going to be here, I believe, right? At Capo FC is going to
Yeah.
be hosting that one. And the Michigan Stars against Club de Leon. Obviously, Michigan's going to be favored for that one as well. They made it to the final last year, and they were the defending champions before that. And the Maryland Bobcats, they also have something in the back of their minds, having lost to the Michigan Stars, one of their rivals in the East. The two favorites there in the East, Maryland and Michigan. They're going to be taking on the Savannah Clovers FC. And Savannah Clovers, one of the teams that I'm watching as well, probably one of the dark horses that I picked before the season. And we'll see how they do.
Yeah, and the most important thing about tonight, it's this one that's happening here at J. Sarah Catholic High School Stadium. As also we take a look at the race for the Golden Race, as we see Seth Foreman, one of the players that we're going to see out here tonight, up there for that clean sheet.
Yeah, my favorite is going to be Tatenda Makruba, the experienced goalkeeper for the Michigan Stars. He's been big for them the whole season. And also, we're going to have a Nate King today for Capo FC in front of the home fans. He's going to be something that, one of those talented players. He reminds me a lot of the player that's right next to him, Mitch North from Irvine. They have the same talent skills, the skill set, very flexible, great reaction. Story on for the Golden Glove race, but you want to get off to a hot start in that position as well.
Yeah, Nate King, I mean, he helps to have a great defense on his side as well. We'll touch upon that as it was coming up. But, I mean, so far what we've seen of Karaoke, we've seen of that Capo FC defense. They're going to need that here tonight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. LA Force, obviously one of the teams as well. They finished in third place last season in the standings, and they're probably the favorite before the season started to take the West. Capo FC, as we said, they beat them 2-0 recently, so it's one of those. They're a very prideful team. Their head coach has a lot of pride as well. He's also a player for them, so one of those things that you want to. We have a lot of rivalries here in the West, but you want to get off to that early start and keep it going for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we could take a look also at the Golden Boot race as well. And other players that are standing out here are Brandon Zambrano, obviously, for tonight's gate, as well as Mamadou War.
Yeah, and the guy on top, Leon Marriage for the Michigan Stars. What makes this impressive, he didn't play the first game for them. I'm not sure why he wasn't available. I don't know if it's injury related, but he's still on the top. Three goals for himself and his teammate right there, Niels Lelouch, with 3 goals. Last year, I'm sure he's also still remembering that he came within 1 goal of Marcus Nagelstad for the Golden Boot, and Nagelstad scored on that final game, and I think it was the 75th minute, so that would have been a great thing for him to have on the resume, so I'm sure he's a guy that's got a mission as well.
And we'll dive right into the keys of the match, right? We talked about early on the defensive backside. One of the keys to tonight, they maintain defensive order in the back line for the full 90.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Any little miscommunication, we've seen it way too often for a lot of teams, not just in the West but also in the East. Any little miscommunication, anything that the offense can take advantage of, they will. And you don't want to fall behind early, especially if you're the visiting team, LA Force. And obviously if you can get off to a hot start and get a couple goals in the first half, and then slow things down in the second half, take those 3 points. Both coaches are going to keep an eye on that thing because turnovers are key for any team to come out on top.
And we'll jump on to the other side. So my keys to the match here, which has been beat Manuel Kariuki at all costs. I think he is the key force on the defensive side for Capo FC. So they're gonna have to go ahead and beat him on the defensive side. And the next, Rage War and Quist. Mohamedou War and Joe Quist need to continue their scoring ways here, Hector, with a combined 5 goals this season.
I love this one. I should have had that on my list as well. Yeah, two guys that have a great chemistry together. Two players that can create something just by themselves or create space for their teammates as well. So it's one of those things that Peter Carey, and I know the last time you and I were here, and they tied 1-1 against Arizona. On the final play, Arizona scored that goal.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of turnovers to start the second half that I'm sure Peter Carey wants to clean up today in front of the home fans. So LA Force going to be a force to be reckoned with today, that's for sure.
And that game they had up a couple of weeks ago when they played each other against the Force and Capo. I mean, we had a perfect start for that one. They scored within 2 minutes to start that game off with the Brandon Zambrano goal. Ended up with 2 goals in that game. What does LA Force have to do differently from that game to come out of here successful tonight?
I mean, LA Force did a great job keeping the tempo after they took the lead. They didn't stop attacking. A lot of teams would have just parked the bus, take the lead, try to take the points. But they did a good job maintaining the tempo and preventing their opponent from creating any realistic chances. I think they only had one that they could have scored on. But pretty much that's a team that's very disciplined in the back. And it's kind of like Michigan Stars as well. If you fall behind to them early on, it's going to be 10 times as hard to come out with the victory. So it's something that Peter Carey has to keep an eye on as well.
And on the Capo FC side, I mean, as well, go ahead and take a look at the starting 11. We'll take it on here.
Yeah, as we see Nate King, we were just talking about him a few minutes ago. Number 2, Dylan Shockey. Number 3, Manuel Kariuki. Number 6, Kian Amin Lu. Number 12, Miles Hodgson. Number 10, Daniel Siegel. Number 15, Brandon Zambrano. And then we also had I got a chance to speak with him. He'll probably be at halftime, hopefully. A little article that I wrote for him for a Latino newspaper. So hopefully fans stick around for that one. Number 30, Tristan Weber. Number 33, Cameron Vickers. Number 66, Cole Symes. And number 9, Parker Scalzo.
Yeah, just see Parker Scalzo out there, a forward without a doubt. That's going to go ahead and be a contribution for the Capo FC offensive side here tonight, huh?
Yeah, and I still remember the U.S. Open Cup game when he scored both goals.
Yep.
And that crazy golazo at the very end that sent the penalty kicks against Des Moines Mendes, I believe. So it's one of those players that can, out of nowhere, create something for his team, and he can't keep your eyes off him.
Yeah, and if your Capo FC is great stuff to have, Kariuki in defense, Zambrano in the midfield, and Scalzo as we look at the starting 11 for the LA Force with goalkeeper Seth Torman, defender number 2, Eric Villatoro, number 4, Garrett Hogbin, key on the defense for the Force, as ever, the number 4 defender. Number 28, Ahmed Shaibu. Number 80, Ivan Hernandez. Number 7, Justin Jovel. Number 16, Ronaldo Pineda. Number 18, Victor Sanchez. Number 77, Angel España. And number 9, Michael Salazar, as well as we mentioned the attacking forward, number 44, Mohamedou War.
And if there's one player I'm definitely going to keep an eye on is Ronaldo Pineda, the former Albion San Diego player. Got to know him very well last season. He's one of those guys that has a lot of energy, and sometimes that energy gets the best of him. He got a red card in the very first game against Irvine Zeta after 15 minutes. So he's got to keep that energy, that focus, that sense of self. And he's very talented, so how he goes is how the rest of the team is going to go for LA Force.
Yeah, it's a great matchup between these two. Like we mentioned, they've placed one another not that long ago. So head coach Matt Morris here is going to go ahead and keep his defense as structured as possible, but most importantly, within the first 2 minutes, because like we mentioned earlier, they got a goal scored on within the first 2 minutes the last time these two met.
Yeah, and again, as we said earlier, it's one of those games that could be down to 1-0, and that goal is going to count for the rest of the match because these two teams are very disciplined, and they know early on in the season you want to build those points if you're that saying in soccer, win at home and tie on the road.
Yeah.
But you know that LA Force, they're capable of winning at any place at any time, so I'm sure Capo is going to be ready for them, and here come the referees.
Yeah, we see them coming out as the main referee in charge of this one is Darian Norian, assisted by assistant referee number 1, Ulises Palacios, assistant referee number 2, Edward Hernandez, as well as the 4th, Nicholas Young. So Those are the four in charge of here tonight. We talked about the starting lineup. What do you want to see within the first five coverage that we can for Capo FC, Nisa Soccer, overall in general? And we are ready to go as we see head official getting his final indications out here. Like we mentioned, Dorian Norian ahead of this one out here tonight in beautiful San Juan Capistrano on a Wednesday night as we are
And here we go.
underway, just ready to go here, and we see Zambrano right away trying to go ahead and get things going to see if official holds his whistle. No, shrugging of a jersey. Player goes down, official says play on, and right away we're seeing a physical game. Here's Salazar going to go ahead and open things up, and stolen away by Capo FC, and it goes back defensively.
Now we have a whistle somehow over there. Referee's
Yeah,
going to have a
see,
word with one of the LA Force players, apparently.
A force player on the ground.
He actually did go down, yeah.
Very early on here, 30 seconds into this one.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't call a foul on LA Force because there's definitely a pull of the jersey
Yeah.
there. And then some contact between the two players. That might have been why the player's down. We'll get confirmation on who that is in a second.
No, I absolutely saw that tug of that shirt we see, and then that player go down. We see the tug there.
Gave him the advantage. And then you see both players knee on knee action right there.
Ivan Hernandez for the force down. It's unfortunate if you caught that knee to knee there, that could be detrimental for the force and maybe getting an early substitution.
Yeah, this is a little bit worrisome right now for the Force, actually. If you figured it'd just be like a little bump of the knee, he'd be up by now. But trainer definitely going to take his time on this one. Not the way you want to start off a game with a player down, and we'll see if he can continue the rest of the match.
Yeah, these I feel could go, one way, right, or the other. Just a simple shake off and you're good, or one like that just knocks you down for a cool minute and possibly takes you out of the game. So hopefully for Hernandez, he's able to go ahead and remain in here.
He's trying to stretch it out a little bit. It looks like he's going to be okay shaking off. He's going to take a step here. Has to step out of the pitch because the trainer did come in momentarily. But hopefully, yeah, it looks like he will be back in action.
Your head coach of the Force, Matt Morris, I mean, you wanted to keep the score sheet early on at 0, but you didn't want to do it at a cost of a player getting injured here early on in this one. 2 minutes in, 0-0 between Capo FC and the LA Force. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Oh, long pass here.
Yeah, great reception here by Weber. See if he picks his head up. Not the best as a cross, but it finds once again the foot of a Capo FC player. And just a goal, the captain out here. Weber puts another one trying to find Zambrano.
He had him for a split second.
Yeah.
There's just too much on that pass. Good idea, though, for sure.
Great idea. Better pass finds Zambrano. So we want to go ahead and point to you all to keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on those runs by Zambrano. See how much comfortable he is out there now with, getting his name out there in conversation of the Golden Boot. We're knowing that he's coming as a midfielder. But either way, great stuff from the Capo FC player. Here comes the Force trying to go ahead and pass the equator to the field. They do so, but they go ahead and go off a step further back, farther away, and cleared away out of here by Kian Aminlu. Ball's going to go ahead and go out of bounds. Same person on the ground. It appears it's to be Ivan Hernandez here, Hector.
Oh, my goodness. This is very worrisome now, as we see a couple of the players for LA Force warming up on the sideline here. And the referee's making the motion that there will be possibly a substitution now. He put in a good effort there, but it's just that when bumped knees, sometimes it could be nothing, and sometimes it could be something a little bit more serious. And as you see Ronaldo Pineda there talking to his teammates about he wants to see from them now. Oh, this is so unfortunate.
Yeah, the good thing is that he's able to go ahead and walk on his own, right? That's a very great sign. The bad thing is that he's going to go ahead and come off and be a substitution here. So it's going to be interesting to see what the head coach is going to go ahead and make that change, but Hernandez can't give it a go.
Yeah, we'll see who the substitute that comes in right now. Definitely Hernandez, noticeably limping. They have several options here to potentially substitute right now. We'll see who it is officially in a second. Here comes the player now, actually. Number 6.
Yeah, it's going to be Ronaldo, Brian Lomeli. So Lomeli's going to go ahead and make his way in here for Ivan Hernandez. Unfortunate for LA Force, but we're back in action as the ball is rolling as Zara, the official soccer ball sponsor of NISA, the provider of the soccer ball out here, and he's the most invited guest of them all, Mr. Goal. Hopefully able to go ahead and touch the back of the net here tonight.
Yeah, if anybody was watching that match between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, they're like, "Where's the
Oh,
great invited person to the goal?" And then we got 3 of them at the
yeah.
end, players. But as luck would have it, we'll see what they can do now in the next few minutes.
Yeah, trying to make a move on this one was Weber. Stats control on it. Overlapping run, but the ball goes out of bounds here on the near side. Team all in white, the Los Angeles Force attacking from right to left. The team all in blue. Capo FC, the home team, attacking from left to right. Here they come once again. The LA Force looking to push forward numbers.
Oh, Cole slams almost with the recovery there.
As they have a very well structured defense in the back. Do the Capo FC and is stolen away by Dylan Shockey. Further back. And this is Amin Lu. Takes over one, and here they come once again. Here's Weber looking to go ahead and switch things over, and does so very well, but too long.
Announcer jinx. I was going to say, it's too early for the announcer jinx there, Jose.
Very well was the intended cross, but doesn't get there.
Flag stays down on this one.
Yep.
Oh, there it goes.
And now he commits a foul. So Salazar has been very active here tonight, active and physical so far on the ball, and see if that's going to be effective for LA Force.
Yeah, first 9 or 10 minutes of the match, pretty even so far. We had a little bit of a stoppage there because of the injury, but no real chances by either side as of yet, other than that mini turnover that LA Force had. We'll see what happens in the next few minutes here with Capo if they want to push forward.
And Nate King and Seth Torman so far inactive as goalkeepers in terms of any saves done here. Headed away very well done by Kariuki. He's going to be a key player in my eyes to see how he contributes not only the defensive side but on the offensive side as the Force are looking to go ahead and push numbers forward. Here's War. Opens it up to Villatoro.
Good close out by the defenders there, forcing the ball all the way around.
Here, give and go. Cross. Far side. See if they get there and puts a recross. Ball stays inbounds. Opportunity for the Force. Takes a shot. And the defender clears it away, and they breathe a sigh of relief to Capo FC.
Yeah, I don't know what the defenders were looking at
Oof.
there. I think they were expecting an offside flag or that the ball went out of bounds, but the referee said no. So you got to keep playing on those possessions.
Yeah, until the referee official blows his whistle. Not even when the referees raise their flags. So the official blows the whistle. Does the play come to an end? Luckily for Capo FC, that one's off a defender, but first real opportunities for the Force.
Here's a replay on that one. There's a cross in. I think, yeah, they were expecting the ball to be called out of bounds, but you can't anticipate that if you're a player. You got to keep playing until the whistle. Luckily for Capo, it didn't cost him on that one.
Yeah, ball's deflected off who else? Kariuki able to go ahead and get his body there in front of that one and keep the ball from hitting the back of the net. And it's 0-0 still here, 11 minutes in the first half. And the LA Force with the first opportunity in this one, and they're looking to go ahead and create something from the defensive side and move forward.
Now we see a little bit of pressure here from Capo, but LA Force getting through.
Yeah, great pressure put on top, but even better from LA Force, able to go ahead and pass the equator of the field. Coming down and receiving and helping the offense is Michael Salazar, the captain, the number 9. See if he's able to go ahead and get himself moving forward, but it's a foul on Zambrano, and it's going to be a free kick for Capo FC.
Good close out there again by Zambrano, almost like a sixth sense kicked in. Anticipated that pass, now Capo wants to go quick.
Long ball, but another problem there for Seth Thorman is he's able to go ahead and corral this one without any problems. Quick restart here, and they go back into the goalkeeper. Thorman controls with his left, pushing numbers forward, and to see if they come out touching from the back. Scalzo able to go ahead and put some pressure as well as a forward, and the ball goes out of bounds in the throw in. So that's sort of the mental mistakes you want to avoid if you're LA Force.
Yeah, and even in that situation, a couple of the players for both teams actually stood there for a second waiting on the referee. You got to keep playing, guys.
Yep. So the whistle blows, keep on going and moving, and it's a lot of standing around, unfortunately, for Capo FC when that attack happened on their opposite side of the field. They were able to go ahead and react defensively. Ball's going to go ahead and off the chest of a Force player back to a throw in here in favor of Capo FC. Restart. Here's Scalzo. Go ahead.
I was going to say good ball control for a second, and then they're going to knock that out of bounds. But I think there needs to be a little bit more spacing from Capo there. There's too many players bunched up on one side, so got to create some of those lanes for yourself.
Great heel pass, and it comes out connecting here for the LA Force. Here comes War once again. He's going to go ahead and stop and create something on the backside. Back to Villatoro. He goes even further back here for Hogbin. Ball back again with Hogbin. See if he passes the equator of the field. Does so now, but releases it right away with Villatoro. Villatoro goes again with Hogbin. Fakes it like he's going to his goalkeeper and decides to go ahead and send a long ball here looking for who? War. And however, it finds Shockey. Finds Zambrano. See if he fakes his thing. Playing here near side. Steps on it once, twice. Still pushing forward. And ball poked away in favor of the LA Force. And a very well timely slide there by number 30, Tristan Weber. Ball out of bounds in favor of the Force.
Yeah, good job by him. There could have definitely been a breakaway for LA Force on the side there.
There's War. See if they give it back to him. They do here, but they give it to the left. Cuts to his right, picks his head up, see if he has option. Goes back to his left, hugs the line. Very well defended by Dylan Shockey and steals that one away. I mean, great defense there by Shockey. Does so once again. Ball still remains inbounds. It's going to go ahead and step forward. Doesn't do so. Ball stayed. Cross is all the way through and is going to go ahead and reach no one, but it's going to be great to see that action between War and Hogbin.
Yeah, and also Dylan Shockey's been big the last few minutes for Capo FC. He's been called upon a couple of times here on this side, and he's been right up to the task.
Still 0-0 between these two. 14 minutes have gone by. No action. Here's Zambrano. Finds Sigo. And back to Salazar. Here's Salazar. Cuts inside. Takes away one. Going to go ahead and strike it from there in distance over the crossbar in between the field goal post for 3 points.
Yeah, he won half the battle there, getting the defender off him with a nifty little move, but then the shot was just over the crossbar.
There's Capo FC looking to go ahead and move things forward here. Scalzo, ball goes all the way through and finds the feet of Ahmed Jr. Ahmed Shaibu. Back here to Hogbin. Ball's bouncing around, finds Scalzo. Not the best of passes there by Capo FC, and is back in possession of the LA Force.
Yeah, Tristan Weber tried to force that in there between the two players, and LA Force recovers. If it would have gone through, there could have been a chance for Capo, but now they regain possession.
There's goalkeeper Torman, back to Hogbin. Finds War and Hogbin. So that connection between Hogbin and War has been key here tonight in the first 15 minutes, and see if they are able to break that great defense on top for Capo FC, and those kind of passes are not going to be effective here tonight.
Yeah, I think the player hesitated for LA Force. He might have thought he was offside, but he definitely was not. So now it goes back to Capo, see if they can do anything on this side with Dylan Shockey again.
Definitely a player we've been mentioning out here tonight, but here comes Segoe, opens things up on the far side, and here comes Capo FC. Now they're going to go ahead and put the pedal to the metal. Crosses is in. Zambrano reception is not the best as one, since he has his back against the goal, and is a very well ball stolen away. Here comes Salazar, give and go, and the breakaway by the LA Force. The official blows a whistle as Kadayuki is called for the foul.
Yeah, contact with the player. There might have been an inadvertent handball as well, but the referee saw it. I think it was the correct call, and now LA Force is going to take their time. Now they're going to go quick now.
Once again, folks, thank you so much for joining us out here tonight. I am Jose Duran alongside Hector Trujillo, bringing you Capo FC versus the LA Force in some NISA Wednesday soccer action here, Hector. Great stuff for the first couple of minutes outside of we're not watching a goal, though, huh?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of, here we go with Capo. See those little passes there, you have to be more effective on those ones because there was a lot of space for Calso. Take advantage on that one.
Ball's going to go ahead and be played all the way back to Nate King. No problem as the goalkeeper is going to get ahead and restart here with Aminlo. Passes a long ball here, looking for an opportunity for Scalzo. Headed away. Ball's going to find the feet over here of Symes. Once again with Weber. Tries to do a give and go. Scalzo steps on it. Back again with Symes. See if he fakes it. Does so. Steps on it. Goes to go with his left. Does a whole full 360 and the ball's floating away. Still in bounds. I don't think that one went out of bounds here, Hector.
Good hustle by him.
Yeah.
Winning the ball back.
Tries to do a give and go. Doesn't come out the way he expected it to. And it's back to the LA Force and see if they're able to go ahead and create something from the defense up onto the offense. 18 minutes come by in the first half. Still 0-0. Give and go. And the ball's floating away. Very well done by Miles Hogman. Here's the goal. Stepping on it. And giving it away. It's these mistakes here. See if they're able to go ahead and get things going. Official blows his whistle. Free kick foul here.
I think he's going to have a word with the Capo player. It's about repetition fouls, not so much the intensity of the foul per se. And here's the replay on that one. Daniel Segal is going to come in here. A little bit out of control there. That's what the referee saw. He thought about giving the yellow, but instead he just has a word with him for next time.
Yeah, there's Segal, the captain. Out here tonight gets called for the foul, and it's 18 minutes have gone by in this first half. Still 0-0 between these two. Not a clear opportunity other than that shot that was deflected by Karayuki, and even though so didn't put the goalkeeper in any problem. Through ball looking for Scalzo very long, and it's going to be back into the goalkeeper, Seth Torman.
Scalzo giving you the thumbs up there for the recognition. There's just too much on that pass.
You know, all he needs is just a great through ball here. And see if they're able to go ahead and break through the score sheet. Here's Salazar looking to do a give and go. It's not there for them. And here comes Capo FC, the home team, the team all in blue. See if they are able to go ahead and get numbers. The ball's stolen away by a force player. Referee says play on, no foul, all over him. And now the official raises the whistle, and now they have a altercation here.
Yeah, I think the whistle could have been blown a little bit sooner there, or the flag could have been gone up sooner. That's what the players for Capo are saying. As we see the replay right now, you see a double-handed push right there, a shove actually. That's what the eventually the flag went up for. Miles Hodgson having a little bit of frustration there because the whistle should have blown earlier, but now the referee's going to have a word with both sides and the benches as well to keep things under control, and you do not want to lose control of the match this early on if you're the ref. I think he did a good job there.
Yeah, foul was on Hodgson, and he had to even kind of put some calm into Kadayuki. He was coming up with everything to fight for that foul and fight for his teammate. Long ball here, 20 minutes gone by. Scalzo controls momentarily, however, it's going to be opened up here for War. He goes even further back here in possession of Villatoro. Pushes forward, back to Villatoro. And he goes even further here with Ahmed Jr., Ahmed Shaibu.
Ooh, Scalzo there almost with the turnover. That would have been a great chance.
It's that kind of pressure you want to definitely see from Capo. Ball's here on the far side, deflected off a Capo FC player, the throw in. Restart here. So far, head official, this one, Darian Norian, has had things under control. Hasn't been as a physical game as we thought it would be, but either way, it's still 0-0 between these two. See if the Force is able to go ahead and break that defensive wall in the back. They're going to need War to be effective here tonight. Brings this one down, controls with his right, has Shockey all over him. He's going to go ahead and get in the box. Noah decides to go back to Villatoro, see if he picks his head up. Does so here, crosses it! Ooh. Salazar with the header. That one goes just wide. Talk to me, Hector.
Yeah, Salazar was right there on the spot. He was definitely onside in between two players. But too much on that one right there. If he would have like twisted the head right at the last second, maybe it goes in. But definitely the best chance of the game so far comes for LA Force.
Yeah, absolutely best chance of the game there for the Force. And Salazar not able to go ahead and put that one in the back of the net. I mean, I saw it almost there. Shot's going to be taken from the outside from Villatoro. Goes over the crossbar for a goal kick.
And you see some frustration there from Villatoro. He knew he had more time than that. He had a player next to him he could have passed it to. Let's see if Capo wants to go quickly here. They do. And see if they can control that tempo again like they did in the first few minutes of the match.
Well, the header is definitely difficult header to put in the back of the net, but I mean, I feel like you're Salazar. You're scratching your head how you have that one in the back of the net and
Yeah,
your team up 1-0.
that was a great cross into the box too.
This was headed back by War. Unfortunately, it goes right into the feet of Weber and goes even further back with Amilur. Weber once again controls with his left, trying to send the long ball all the way through and great chested down by a Capo FC player. Finds his feet back of Zambrano, passes the equator of the field, tries to go ahead and push the ball forward and very well defended in the back by the LA Force. Ball's going to go ahead and bounce, and who's going to get it other than Karayuki? Very well in the back by the number 3 players. To go able to go ahead and get that one again. Amilo able to go clear that one out of danger and back in possession of Villatoro. Here's Villatoro. Picks his head up and goes even back forward with the goalkeeper. So in the last couple of minutes, action here, Hector.
Yeah, especially on the LA Force side.
Yep.
They pushed their lines forward and it almost paid off for them. And if you're Capo FC, it's about regaining your composure and closing out those lanes. If you can create another turnover for yourself, great. But it's about keeping that discipline in the back.
Once again, here's Amit Shaibu. Controls with his right, pushes it with the outside part of his foot a little bit forward. Still going. Now decides to go ahead and make the pass with his left to War. Opens it up with his right-hand side, and here comes LA Force trying to go ahead and get things rolling on the defensive side, and now they push lines forward. Trying to put that one in front of him was Ronaldo Lomeli, and the ball goes out of bounds so far. For the Force, Lomeli comes in, replaces there from Ivan Hernandez, and I think he's done a solid job so far here. What do you think there, Hector?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. From the very first minute he came onto the match, he's imposed himself, and you really haven't felt the loss of Ivan Hernandez because he's done such a good job.
Here's Segal looking to go ahead and get a header. Doesn't do so. Here's Villatoro pushing forward, tries to find War, and instead finds Dylan Shockey. It's going to be a great battle between War and Shockey, and so far I believe it's 1-1 against each of them. So War has had one, Shockey has had one.
Great job by Hogman right there. If that ball would have gotten through, that would have been a definitely scoring opportunity for Capo FC.
And so far both teams sound defensively, and it's a reason why it's still 0-0 between these two. Ball's going to be headed down and recovered by Salazar. It's going to go ahead and push forward, and however it goes a little further back through the Force. Here comes Los Angeles, trying to push forward with Villatoro. Controls with his left, waiting to see has any teammates moving forward. And here comes Mohamedou War, still pushing forward. Weber to Shockey, and the Capo FC looking to go ahead and push numbers on top, but it's all LA Force these last couple of minutes. See if they are able to go ahead and break that defensive wall of Karayuki, and that's exactly who they run into. Karayuki able to go ahead and poke it away. Segal still battling for it. Weber is as well. Villatoro able to go ahead and receive it, and it goes all the way back to Shaibu. Here comes the Force once again. 25 minutes gone by into this one. Still 0-0 in between Los Angeles and Capo FC. Ball's going to be deflected off. Zambrano's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, and then King, who clears this one out of danger and out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by King not taking a chance there. He could have gone into the box, and he could have had a chance to pick it up with his hands, but the LA Force player was too close, and the experience showing there for King.
Here's Amit Shaibu. Opens it up to Villatoro. Controls it with his left, and he goes even back with his right. Here's Amit Shaibu once again. And he touches this one to the far side. Folks, you're watching the National Independent Soccer Association, Capo FC versus the LA Force. I am hosted alongside Hector Trujillo, bringing you all of tonight's actions. And a reminder that Zara, the official soccer ball sponsor of NISA, is bringing you the action with that great soccer ball that you see rolling there, that white one that's being controlled, the white one that almost sees through and finds Salazar, doesn't do so, and here comes Warris able to go ahead and get things rolling once again. ball's going to find once again to Wall. He's going to get inside the box, going to get across it. Still there. One time, steps up, two times, three. It's deflected and finds the goalkeeper, Nate King.
He did a great job getting in between both players, creating a little bit of space for himself for the shot. It was just deflected by the defender, and luckily right to the hands of King, as we see the replay right there. Good move, but catches the right foot of Dylan Shockey just in time. And you see Nate King telling his teammates, okay, let's get back into the swing of things here.
Victor Blanco Sanchez for the force. That's a great step on it there. And so far, the opportunities throughout the game have been all for the force in terms of danger. And luckily for Capo FC, it's still 0-0. A reminder, folks, for the latest scores, stats, standings, and news, visit nisasoccer.com. Here's Scotty Yuki. 28 minutes have gone by in the first half of this one. Still nothing. Long ball here looking for, I believe it was Scalzo, but he was yards away and finds goalkeeper Thorman.
Yeah, it's one of those passes that even if it finds Scalzo, there's going to be two defenders right there on him. So I'd like to see a little bit more patience from Capo FC building from the back, kind of like what LA Force is doing right now, and see if they can take advantage.
Toro's been very active here tonight on the near side. Number 2 there, you see him facing up his left socks. There's Thorman. See if he tries to go to him. He does so. Toro able to go ahead and find Shaibu back. Oh, giveaway almost here. See if Scalzo gets there, and goalkeeper able to get there first. And here comes LA Force once again, trying to send the through ball. However, finds Shockey, and he goes all the way back to goalkeeper King.
Yeah, Seth Thorman there didn't want to take a chance, just like Nate King didn't. The experience showed, and almost taken advantage by Capo.
Ball cleared away. Mr. able to go ahead and head that one to Sabano. Brings it down with a lot of class and ease. And here comes Capo FC. Zambrano once again in the give and go. See if it comes out effectively, and does so. Pokes it forward. Official says, however, the ball did go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in in favor of the LA Force.
Yeah, more spacing here from Capo would do them justice. Slowly but surely, they're getting back in the game after LA Force had those 2 scoring chances.
Ronaldo O'Malley getting us restarted here. Finding Salazar. Here on the near side is Villatoro, controlling here with his right foot, still controlling with his right foot. Finds Mohamedou War. Here comes Worth taking on Shockey. It's the battle that we want to see here, folks. Able to go ahead and get across it, chest it down one time, looking for Salazar. And cleared that one out of the way. A danger, Capo FC, and they're able to breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, Salazar wasn't expecting that nice little chest pass. If he was, he would have gotten there earlier and maybe had a chance for a shot, but good close out again by the defenders. Something they got to keep an eye on for the final few minutes of the first half.
15 minutes to go in this one. The LA Force and Capo FC in a great battle out here at J. Sarah Catholic High School Stadium. So far, the most invited guest hasn't made its appearance yet, but they are looking forward. Here are the Force, and the ball's thrown away by Capo. Here's Brandon Zambrano. See if he gets pushing forward. Takes a foul, takes 2 fouls, takes 3 fouls, and finally goes down as official blows his whistle, and Brandon Zambrano gets the foul.
Yeah, I'm surprised Angel Josue España complained about that one, because there was definitely contact on Brandon Zambrano. He actually pulls him first.
Yeah.
Gets away with that one, and then actually there's the foul by España. And yeah, that could have been, that reaction sometimes gets you a yellow card. The referee thought better of it, but I'm sure it's the back of his head for next time.
Yeah, taken down by España, fouled by Lomeli, and the official Darian Norian finally blows his whistle for a free kick in favor of Capo. However, the ball goes back in position of the LA Force. Much of what we've seen so far in the first half here. Here they come, are the team all in white. Mohamedou War able to go ahead and control his right. He's pushing forward and able to go ahead and put a great pass with the outside part of his foot, but the official raises his flag up for an offside against the LA Force as he's able to find Victor Blanco Sanchez put in an offside position.
Yeah, a couple of feet offside. That was a easy call to make there. And now Capo FC see what they want to do with this one as LA Force starts to push forward just a little bit.
As Lu goes forward, back with King. Here's Kian. Give and go touch, and ball's going to be deflected out of bounds to the force. The force is exactly kind of what that you want for the game, right? Controlling 0-0, and it seems like they're closer to opening the score sheet than the Capo.
Yeah, even though in the last few minutes both teams have evened out themselves in terms of possession, I guess. But again, it's one of those teams as they try the other side now with Hogben. One of those teams that can create something out of nothing, and Capo has to keep an eye on that for sure.
There's Hogben able to go ahead and push numbers forward. Tries to get a ball forward, and Karayuki able to go ahead and clear that one away, and defender goes down for Capo FC, and the official blows his whistle for a free kick.
Yeah, correct call there. He was going for the ball, but definitely got the man there. And I think it was the correct call.
Yeah, as we see on the far side there, the Capo FC bench all up and warming up here, so something to pay attention as this first half comes to an end. See if there's going to be some type of movements if you're Capo FC. There's Karayuki. Gets us restarted here. Headed one time. Here's Scalzo. Tries to bring this one down, and Zambrano on top of that one. However, finds a give and go, and here come LA Force with the counter attack. 2 versus 3. Now they're adding numbers on the attack, and then the LA Force here, the team in white, takes a shot from the outside. It seemed to have been deflected momentarily. Official says no. Let's see a replay here. But the Force once again are knocking, Hector.
Yeah, Ronaldo Pineda trusted his left foot. He actually scored one of those for Albion San Diego last year from long distance, just like that one, but it had too much curl on it.
Yeah, it definitely closes his inside part of his foot a little too much on here, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. And here comes Brandon Zambrano once again. Gets away from one, doesn't get away for two. Official says all ball. Here we go the other way. Pushing numbers here, all the Force looking the top for Salazar. See if he gets in front of Karayuki, does so, and goes even further back. Now he has Karayuki out of position. Zambrano commits the foul, and the official blows a whistle. Free kick for the LA Force.
Yeah, I think that was a frustration from Brandon Zambrano, who he was expecting a call a few seconds ago, because it did look like he got pushed himself, but the referee said no. Here's a replay on that one. Comes in with just a little bit too much momentum. Definitely takes the player down, and there's the whistle. I'll see what they want to do with this one.
Yeah.
This is a good chance for a cross into the box again. Definitely too long for a shot, but they got players. They're throwing numbers into the box.
Oh, great cross in here. I mean, these are just venomous balls that they could put inside the box, get a great bounce here, find the header, and possibly a goal here. Here come the Force. Fisher blows his whistle. There's 2 players on the wall, including Zambrano. Ball's going to be curled in and cleared away defensively, and back in favor of Capo. Ball's going to be out of bounds, and Cameron Vickers' ball goes in favor for the Force. Throw in here. Salazar checking in. Love the game Salazar's had so far here tonight. Been active, and the reason why this Force team has been great offensively. Here's Villatoro. See if he goes further back, does so. And even goes further back for the goalkeeper. Hovel has him to the left. He decides to go with Hogben. Reception with his right, touch is also with the right. And here comes LA Force. See if they are able to go ahead and create something here. Great ball back here by Hovel. See if he finds his teammate. Does so. Villatoro was making a run a couple of seconds ago. They finally find him. He's in the box now. Goes to his right. See if he cuts it. Tracer crosses in. Back to Villatoro. Goes back to his right foot. And War is able to go ahead and give out a lending hand. Give and go once again. But War goes down. Official says no on. They keep on playing and keep on moving.
Yeah, I think that was the correct no call right there. It was incidental contact. And again, Dylan Shockey, so far so good, right on the spot again.
Well, here come the Force once again, trying to put numbers forward. This is Blanco Sanchez. Been involved as well here. Sanchez touches it to Hogben. Controlling with his right, still pushing forward with the outside part of his foot with his right. Still going Hogben, still going Hogben, still going Hogben. Now able to go ahead and picks the ball up and touches it, but the player is offside as the official raises flags up.
Yeah, he hesitated just a split second too much. If he would have passed it earlier, his teammate would have been onside and maybe a chance for a cross into the box, but no danger for Capo on that one.
Less than 9 minutes to go here in the first half, plus whatever the official wants to add on. Ball's going to find the feet of Kian Aminlu. Back to Weber. War all over him. See if he gives it to Shockey. No, decides to go with Brandon Zambrano. See, here comes Zambrano. Give and go. Still touches it, and that ball's going to go out of bounds in favor of Capo FC. In this one, so far, no score. Here's Dylan Shockey once again. To Scalzo. Back to Shockey. Symes. Looking to find Weber. However, here we go the other way with Jovel. Long ball looking for War. Long. Too long ball. A long ball for Mohamedou War. The ball goes out of bounds in favor of Capo.
If that would have caught him in stride, that could have been a good chance for LA Force. That just too much on that pass.
So far, no danger for either teams. And these are the mistakes you want to avoid if you're Capo FC, huh?
Yeah, especially as you're entering the final few minutes of the first half. You played well defensively. You only had that header, really best scoring chance for LA Force as they try to create something here. But yes, you don't want to give up a goal here in the final few minutes. That would have thrown everything off, all your hard work.
Ball sent all the way back by Ahmed Shaibu. Great fake by the goalkeeper here, and he's able to go ahead and get Scalzo off of him and create some space.
Yeah, Torment turned into Rene Guita for a second there. He thought about the pass. He's like, no, just make one more move here. Create some space for myself.
Neguita, Campos, New Year. Goalkeepers weren't afraid to come out and do their thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Here he comes once again. Have him on your screen. See if he's able to go ahead and clear this one. However, it goes back to Shaibu, back to the goalkeeper. Now Capo FC are pressuring and able to go ahead and breathe a sigh of relief are the LA Force faithful. Here's Villatoro controlling with his left. Ball's going to go ahead and pass the equator of the field. A better pass finds War in a better position. However, it goes back to Dylan Shockey. Picks his head up, tries to go ahead and give a touch in. Deflected out of bounds, out of play, and in favor of the LA Force.
Yeah, you see the frustration from the fans there. Looked like it got tipped by an LA Force player. The referee said no, not possession for the visitors.
Keep on going. Here's Ronaldo Pineda looking for a long ball and great possession here for the LA Force. 39 minutes rather in the first half. What a great ball and opportunity here for the Force. And I mean, Lou able to go ahead and clear that one. Kean just on top of that one very well defensively. I think that could have been a lot better for the Force.
Oh, absolutely. If that pass would have been right on the money or just behind the player, it would have been a great scoring chance for the Force. Just miscommunication again from Capo, and you do not want to have those. You've done a good job so far, as we were saying, defensively. You do not want to give up a late goal that could change your fate for the second half.
Pushing forward here is Weber. Trying to find Scalzo. Hogbin all the way back to his goalkeeper. Clears this one out of danger and possibly in favor of the Force. No, Zambrano able to go ahead and control this one. See if he has that one and pushes the ball a little too forward. Sliding tackle, very dangerous. Mohamedou War says, I don't care, I'm still pushing forward. Here comes number 44, tries to put his body forward. He goes down, and the official blows his whistle. And a yellow card for Segal. I think War just kind of tries to put his body, goes down there, official blows it.
Yeah, here's a replay on that. I think you're absolutely right. He tries to get through. He loses his footing right there. Actually goes for the defender and then makes contact with him. And that's when, I don't know if it was something that Segal said to the referee, but I was really surprised at a yellow card there. But I think you're right. I think he lost his balance, and then the referee saw that, blow the whistle, and another chance here for LA Force.
Well, it looked like War got excited, was pushing forward, tried to go ahead and push his body in front of Segal. Segal kind of just backed away. He loses his balance, goes down. Official blows his whistle. Either way, a yellow card for Segal. The official says, hey, you know what? I've told you once. I told you twice. I'm not going to tell you 3 times. Yellow card. Ball goes.
3 times a yellow, you were going to say?
3 times a yellow. Either way, I mean, if you're Segal, you're unhappy with that one, but yellow card either way. Here's War. See if LA Force able to go ahead and break through. Zambrano, Weber, controlling with his left.
Nice
push
pass.
forward. Yes,
nice
great
pass.
ball by Symes. See if he finds Scalzo back here to Weber.
Oh.
And a very well-timely defensive tackle in the back by Angel Josue España.
Great recovery by him. If he doesn't do that, they got numbers on the left side that they could have taken advantage of. So great reaction.
Here we go on the near side. Villatoro again with War. Here's Mohamedou, goes further back out of the way with Shaibu. Back to Villatoro. Fakes it like he was going to his goalkeeper. Cuts inside his still. Now goes back and cuts outside. Touches it here with his teammate Justin Hovel. And here comes once again the force. And they've been coming a lot forward, but at one point you're going to have to put that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, and Capo FC has done a good job of just minimizing those. If you're Seth Thorman, you're probably, getting tired over there because nothing's going on this side, which is a good thing because Capo's not creating any chances for themselves. But we'll see if there's any adjustments on that side of the pitch from Peter Carey in the second half and see what Capo can do here.
Here's Symes. He's being held up here. Official says play on. Down he goes once again. If that was a yellow for Segal, this has to be a yellow here for the LA Force player. And the official says absolutely. Takes out the yellow card.
Yeah, that was exactly what we just saw a few minutes ago. Here's actually a pull of the jersey that the referee lets him play. And then a shove with the forearm right there by Victor Blanco Sanchez. So first yellow card for LA Force and a great scoring opportunity here for Capo FC.
Yeah, and if you're Capo FC, you haven't had that many scoring opportunities per se throughout here tonight. And if there ever was one to go ahead and put in the back of the net, it's this one here.
We'll see how many numbers they want to throw in the box. Looks like it's going to be 3, 4, 5 players in the box here.
Yeah, about 4 in the box, 1 hovering in that half moon outside there. I believe it's Symes. On top of this one, it's Weber, and I believe it's Cameron Vickers as well. Vickers signaling that he's going to cross it with his right. Does so there. Very low cross and defended and cleared away defensively by the LA Force.
Great reaction by the Force there. They threw a lot of numbers into the box. Making sure.
War's not happy for that one, but Dylan Shockey just does great there, putting his body in front of War and out of bounds.
Oh, wow, there's another contact there. Referee has to keep an eye on this. Things are getting really chippy the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
He's going to have a word with one of the players for LA Force. And I think War.
España.
Yeah, correct. A second ago, here's the first one, I believe. You see the complaining by War to the referee. And then you see the cleats right there. I'm surprised there was no yellow on that one. Actually, Angel Jose España, yeah. Got away with the one for sure. Definitely a foul though.
A high kick that finds and definitely gets Weber. That's the goal faking to get a restart here. Having a conversation with Ronaldo Lomeli is the official. Another opportunity here for the Force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in the box. Cross all the way through Segal. And very well does coming out as Seth Torment able to go control this one.
Oh, and LA Force wants to go quick here. See if we can get Capo flat-footed.
Yeah, see they have numbers out there. Kariyuki able to go ahead and get himself back there. Very well timely slide. Miami Low official says play on. And stolen away by the Force. It's getting chippy out there.
Yeah, referee letting them play again. So we see a lot of frustration from both sides, both benches, but I think it's correctly that Capo has possession now, and we see another foul there. That referee definitely going to call this one now.
Zambrano goes down. Both teams are, when they are coming in with a burst of speed and a yellow card.
Yeah, that's the one that Angel Josue España should have gotten a few minutes ago with the cleats. The referee makes the motion of repetition there. We'll see how many minutes are added on here to end the first half with all the chippiness, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. What do you think?
Yeah, I think 3 is about right. Outside of a game that we saw in the first couple of 30, 40 even minutes. Very clean game. Just like that, we have 3 folks yellow carded, 2 for LA Force, 1 for Capo FC. Long free kick here. See if Capo able to go ahead and get something going before the end of the half. Official blows his whistle. Quick restart here. Long cross. Headed away back to Dylan Shockey. He's going to go ahead and pick his head up. Crosses once again, looking for Scalzo. Doesn't get so. Finds Weber. Sees steps on it once, steps on it twice. Fakes once, fakes twice. Takes a shot from the distance.
Golazo! Golazo!
Talk to me, Hector. ¡Qué tiro de distancia!
What a move by Weber, getting in between both defenders. Doesn't hesitate. You see the tip there by Tormund, but he couldn't do anything on it. His frustration showing. What a great shot with his left foot. That's going to be Nisa, if you're watching, Goal of the Week nominee for sure.
Without a doubt, and the celebration to come with it, exactly what Capo FC needed to end the half. They get it and they do so with not so much soccer, but with a magical touch by Weber.
Yeah, and I was thinking about saying it's against the run of play, but it really isn't because the match is really evened out the last few minutes. And watch out here, LA Force with a chance for themselves.
Yeah, Salazar's ball, a flag stays down, is able to go ahead and take a shot and a goal! Golazo! El Capi, number 9, Salazar's able to go exactly the way you wanted to react, Hector.
What a reaction by LA Force.
Oof.
What a great shot by Salazar. Gets around the defenders right there. Miles Hodgson did his best, but he just couldn't get in position to stop that one. Out of nothing, we get 2 goals. Are we watching Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid? What are we doing here?
The last couple of minutes, we called it. I mean, we were waiting for him, the most anticipated guest of the night, of the party. Official blows his whistles. 3 minutes, like you called it, partner. That is a halftime. I mean, what a way to close this one.
Yeah, and I think all things considered, the fair scoreline has been pretty even for both teams. I think LA Force has created a little bit more chances for themselves, but we'll see what's going to be happening in the second half. As we're going to be, as we said before the game, that interview that I had with Brandon Zambrano, I got a chance to write an article on him for El Latino newspapers. Please check that one out in the coming couple of minutes.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll have the interview that Hector had with Zambrano. So far, great half. It's 1-1. I mean, just the way you wanted to end it. Stay tuned, folks, for that halftime interview coming up here. It's 1-1 at the half, Capo FC and the LA Force.
Hey, Brandon, can you hear me?
Yeah, heck, can you?
Yeah, I can't see you. Do you have your video?
Okay. Yeah,
There you
there
go.
we go.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good, good. How you doing?
Long time no see, man. Yeah, when I saw you at the game, I was like, is that Brandon Zambrano? Oh, my God, dude, it's been so long. Good game, man.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I saw you guys, and I know it was like 1-1 ending. I was there watching it upstairs, calling the game and stuff. So how do you get hooked up with Capo FC, man?
well, I had one of my buddies from 1904 from the second year. He went to open tryouts with them. And then they picked him up, they liked him a lot, and then at that point he's like, "Hey, like I have 2 players, you know, if you want me to bring them," and it was me and Cesar Romero, if you know who he is.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we both went, and then he ended up not wanting to stay, and I just stayed because it's a commute for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Cesar. He was with Arenal Gomez. I was calling those games too and stuff like that for a couple
Yeah.
months and stuff. But yeah, man, that's cool. I remember you for the 1904 days, and obviously we talked in 2020, and unfortunately COVID like ruined the season for everybody. What do you think of
Yeah.
your new team? I mean, it's early in the season, but what do you think about playing with under Peter Carey?
You know, it's been good so far. I came in late into the preseason, and you know, it just like took a while to get to know the guys, but like, and it being like its first like inaugural season, like it's the first season being professional, you know, it's definitely a ride.
Yeah, for sure. So it's a longer season now. Obviously, it's not one table anymore. It's 2 divisions. How do you like the setup that Nisa did for this season, like we East and West?
I think it's perfect, you know, because then that way, like, I think there's the Independent Cup. You get to go, you fly out to the East Coast once, and you play all, you know, all the games over there in like in the span of 10 days, and then they'll do the same, I think. But I like it, you know, West East, and then you meet for playoffs. It gives it like.
back to the force. The home team, the team all in blue. And looks like he stays on. Here's War inside the box. Takes a shot and a great deflection by the goalkeeper. And War almost knocked that one in.
He managed to stay on side some way, somehow, and get past the defenders right there. But great reaction from Nate King. We'll see the replay right there. Almost the pull of the jersey.
So much for making this a part of your Wednesday afternoon. I am Jose Duran alongside Hector Trujillo, bringing you tonight's action.
Referee calling the foul there against Capo. Looks like Brandon Zambrano. LA Force has been winning the last couple of minutes.
Now heading out of here is going to be Cameron Vickers.
Substitution for Capo FC.
Gotta be
Coming in for number 33, Cameron Vickers.
who comes in here.
And number 16, Liam Linus.
There you go. Liam Linus coming in for Capo FC. As we got a quick restart here for Zambrano's going to go ahead and switch things up all the way to the far side.
Nice pass.
Straight down, yes, great ball here by Zambrano. Ball's going to be back to Shockey. What a great ball by Shockey, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for the LA Force.
Eric Villatoro, the throw-in for the LA Force.
Throw-in for Villatoro. Throw-in for the Force. About 17 minutes plus whatever the official wants to add on here. Ball back in possession of Capo FC. Player goes down, but the official says it's going to go down because he has a free kick. Brian Herrera had gone down.
It looked like he stepped on the ball for a second. That's what the LA Force players are saying. But it'll be a free kick opportunity, as you said, for Capo FC.
Yeah, stepping on that ball. And speaking of that ball, it's Zara, the official soccer ball sponsor of Nisa.
That's what we call the perfect segue, isn't it?
Boom, 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 boom. You saw that?
Just as we planned it, folks.
Just as we did, and just as Capo needed an opportunity, it is lining up for them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the box with a 6th player in the half moon. That 6th player being Miles Hoxton. Referee blows his whistle. Ball's going to be played in.
Just over the crossbar. Good idea, though. Everybody was expecting the cross into the box with the number of players that Capo had in there. Tried to catch the goalkeeper off his line, but just too much on it.
It's been a great game so far.
And I thought it was a cross for a second, but then it started angling right to the top corner.
Woo.
It would have been the goal of the century if that goes in from that angle, but luckily for Capo it didn't. And now they're going to go long. Nate King does, looking for an open teammate.
Yeah, Joe Quist had a similar goal on the opposite side of things at the LA Force's last game. Well, also, you ask him, he's going to say, hey, I shot it.
Exactly.
Right, I meant to do so, even though it was a cross. But luckily for Capo FC, War not able to have the same luck that Quist did at the previous game, and we're still 1-1. Here comes the goalkeeper, Nate King. Excuse me. That was Seth Torman looking for Quist and able to go ahead and find a Force player either way. Zambrano all over him, even putting a hands on him momentarily, and still possession of the LA Force. Able to go ahead and clear that one momentarily was Cartagena, and back in possession of Capo FC. Here's Zambrano. Well, he's smart with the ball, huh? With it or without it, the way he puts his body in front of the players and does what he has to do is great, huh?
And again, you see the fans trying to convince the referee to blow the whistle, do something, but I think he's just going to let him play right there. I think it's a good no call.
Keep on playing. 14 minutes to go, plus whatever the official Dorian Norian wants to add on here. Here comes Mohamedou War, has been very effective here tonight for the LA Force, and the reason why they're not down in the scoreboard here so far. Pushing forward are the LA Force. Great ball here. See if he gets there. Whoever does get there first, and it's Dylan Shockey who sends that one all the way through to the 5 freeway and out of here. Ball's going to be played back in momentarily for Salazar. Give and go! Shot's going to be way over the crossbar, and I mean, if there was an opportunity for Salazar, this is as big one as it gets.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting that quick pass. Used a replay on that one. Like you said, it was a beautiful little give and go there, but definitely didn't get the best of. He could have turned his body. He actually could have stopped it and taken the shot from there, but yeah, it's one of those things that when you're not expecting it, it's kind of tough to react to that one.
Either way, still entertaining one without a fact. We haven't had a goal in the second half, but it's been back and forth, physical game, great soccer, and literally up for grabs for both these teams.
Yeah, and if you're Michael Salas, are you wondering what do I have to do to score a goal tonight? I've been so close. 2 headers. This one, he might have another one before the
Yeah,
game ends.
absolutely. He had that reaction goal from the force. The reason why we're tied is because of Salazar. So, I mean, he's been active as any here so far tonight. Ball's going to be back in possession of Capo FC. Zambrano able to go ahead and get possession momentarily. Sainz gets possession and able to go ahead and clear that one out of danger. It was Villatoro. Throw in for Capo FC.
On bounds. Dylan Shockey to throw in for Capo
Sometimes these
FC.
are as dangerous as corner kicks. You get a great, if you have someone that's great enough and long enough to get you that long throw in, these could be dangerous. And the
As
reason why they're sending Kariuki.
a specialist here, and you know you got height in the box.
Yeah.
Any deflection, anything that can create a chance there, they're gonna throw numbers in, and here it is.
Here's the Kariuki. See if he's able to go ahead and get a header. Does so. 2 headers over the crossbar. Not saying 2 headers equals a goal in the box, but not there. Huh?
Not this time, yeah. And I think the angle was closed off anyway by the goalkeeper Torment. Here's a replay on that one. He thought about letting the ball go down and maybe make a turn on it, but he had the defender right on top of him. It would have been really tough to get the shot off.
Any kids watching at home, that's exactly what you want to do from those throw-ins. Long throw-ins through the first pole. Have that player either flick that one towards goal. You might have enough speed to get that in the back, or flick it to the other player coming in the back. But fortunate enough for Force, nothing comes out of that one. And here they come once again, pushing numbers forward. And here comes the Los Angeles Force, looking to get something going. Take
Yeah, he had
comments, thoughts, Hector.
he had a teammate right to his
Oof.
right. He thought he hesitated for a second, and then he took the shot after he had hesitated. I think that didn't help matters, but
Moha
you,
Hale.
you see a lot of tired legs right now in the 88th minute, and we see another substitution now for LA. Mohamedou
game.
War coming out.
Yeah, great game by Mohamedou War, able to go ahead and step aside.
Number 23, Brian Ortega.
Ortega able to go ahead and make an appearance here, see if he's able to be effective in the last 10.
Ortega, a very talented player in his own right, can create chances by himself or for his teammates.
Interesting substitution. I thought War was having a great game. Like you mentioned, tired legs might be one of the reasons why. Here comes Zambrano, able to go ahead and touch it to Hodgson. Official blows his whistle and is going to go ahead and give a yellow card to Cartagena.
Definitely a foul there. The referee did no play on the ball whatsoever. The ball was already out of the foot of. Here's a replay of Brandon Zambrano. This is Brandon Zambrano there taking his time, trying to fix his shoe there because he definitely got it on top of his foot. Looks to be okay now. Let's see what they have planned for this one.
5th yellow card of the night, 3rd for the LA Force. Here comes Capo FC. Victor's able to go ahead and put that one through. That was Weber, excuse me, sending in that cross. Cleared the way defensively into possession back to Capo FC. Shockey able to go ahead and send the cross in. Goalkeeper comes out. He's completely lost in the box, and thankfully for him, nothing comes out of that.
Yeah, Sam's almost had the ball there.
Oof.
Now LA Force trying to get numbers here on the side.
There's Joe Quisty. He's able to go ahead and put that one forward for Salazar. He does so here. Goal of the LA Force as Michael Salazar, we've been talking about it all night. Hector finally gets his one back on net.
Yeah, now as you see there, he gets through he's definitely onside there. Nate King did his best to close out. That's the brace for Salazar then. 2 goals, though, that poste that he hit, those 2 headers. He might have 5 goals today if he were a little bit more luckier, but now Capo FC is going to have to be in desperation mode the final few minutes. And we have in the 83rd minute actually now. Referee having a word again. I don't know what the... Okay, he's checking on one of the players for LA Force. He's checking on Salazar that he's okay. Now the ball back in play, but still 7-8 minutes here in front of the home fans, plus what, 4 or 5 minutes of added time perhaps?
Yeah, easily. But, I mean, just what the doctor ordered if you were the LA Force. I mean, we mentioned how Quist was going to be a player to keep an eye out, and was going to be a force as to beating that back line, beating Karyuki, and that's exactly what he did there, putting a great ball forward for Salazar, and we're 2-1. That's still a lot of soccer left, too.
Exactly, and if you're Capo FC, you know the clock's against you, but you still can't be reckless in the defense and create, because that was a breakaway opportunity. If you give up one of those again, that's definitely going to be game over. So you have to be tactical here and see if you can push your line forward and create something for yourselves in a turnover.
Folks, don't forget Capo FC will be back home on Friday, May 17th at 7:30 p.m. in a rematch against Irvine Zeta FC. You don't want to miss it. Fans can purchase tickets now at tickets.nisasoccer.com. Well, seems like Capo is going to go ahead and get that first loss of the year if they don't want to go ahead and wake up now or get their first loss at home too.
Absolutely, and we'll see. They have, obviously, as you see, LA Force, everybody back now. They have no sense of urgency for themselves. Capo's going to have some more room on this side now, but see if they can create something for themselves.
What do you think? It stays like this, or do you smell the chef cooking something up here
I
for
definitely
Capo?
expect Capo to create at least one more good scoring chance. We'll see if they can capitalize on it because they are going to throw numbers up front. But again, it's all about not leaving yourself vulnerable in the back here.
And we'll see if Nostradamus Trujillo comes alive here and see if we do have an opportunity for Capo. I know the faithful of Capo FC are praying for that opportunity. Ball's going to be crossed in. No problems there, however, for goalkeeper Seth Torn.
Yeah, good reaction. He had the angle closed off again on that one. There were 3 defenders in the box to help him out.